So, what books would you recommend people just starting up, budding entrepreneurs, be it in land development or anything else? What books would you recommend them to read?
So there's vast amount of material on land tenure and policies. And just some time last year, there was a chief traditional affairs in Indaba that happened at Commerce, and they were discussing the roles of chiefs and land policies. And because the chiefs have been feeling a bit sidelined when it comes to policy decisions and policy makings when it comes to their own.
By the state has left them out.
Yes, the state has left them out in a way, especially when it comes to developmental projects. And so now is when they're trying to, come and work together. And this is how we've been seeing the expos happening, which has started first in Napoleon, Northern Province, Central Province, and now there's going to be the North Western Province Expo, which is in August, which will take place from the 18th to the 24th.
Okay.
And so we are actually going to be part of it as well, to showcase our project.
And what book on a personal aspect has helped you a lot?
I've been reading a lot of, material that is probably, you'd say, motivational books. But I think one book that really outstood for me on a personal note was Outwitting the Devil.
Okay, interesting title.
By Napoleon Hill.
Napoleon Hill.
Yes, it's a book that was hidden from the public for many years because it was a bit controversial.
Okay.
And finally the family just decided, let's let the cat out of the bag. And it actually gets you to think on many aspects of life, be it personal, and business, social levels, even discusses government and education as well, and how probably the world would have been better if we actually outwitted the devil through the mind.
Okay.
Because it's mainly just trying to alert you of how probably fear can actually cripple an individual. And the trickle-down system is all these problems that you see. So it's very interesting. I wouldn't worry with the details, but it's something that you could actually read.
Sounds good. Adding on to that, are there any mentors that you have that help you business-wise or in private that you talk to?
Yeah, there's quite a few that I actually go seek some advice from. And some of them are some of my ex-core partners.
From the real estate?
From the real estate side. I've got some guys who are actually developers who are doing major projects around Lusaka who we actually consult with when we're trying to actually package certain proposals that would actually give us some insight on what we're trying to do. So I consult a lot before I actually do anything. Some people say I take a bit of a while to actually make a decision, but I think we actually have to really think through things before we actually act. And I think it's also very important that whatever you do, you have different views and then you streamline into one focus. And I think that actually helps us get ahead of the game.
Are there any setbacks that you've come across as a land developer?
Yes, many. many setbacks.
Could you outline maybe the main ones?
Well, there was a certain project that we were on, which actually just threw us off course because the developer didn't follow through what they were supposed to follow through in terms of doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And so you end up getting caught up into these messy situations that could actually really derail. But I think without that, you wouldn't have known the outcomes of certain actions that other people make. And so it actually gives you, you actually learn from other people's mistakes so that you don't go that route.
Okay.
And I think that's very, very important. Whatever adversity that comes through is actually something that will uplift you tomorrow. So, I mean, the rough times come, but it's actually a wave that takes you higher.
Okay. When it comes to, how do I put this? Technology and even in your line of business with land development, do you think that Zambia or Africa, well, let's just say Zambia, is embracing technological advancements, for example, blockchain, or would you say that we're not there yet?
Well, technology has actually come in. It depends on what technology we're using for a product.
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, maybe designing a block, a 3D farming block, is something that we could say we actually have some access to it, but it's not in the mainstream because it's pretty much expensive to actually have us design on our own, or we'd probably have to call up someone from outside the country to help us with some software to say, could you actually just do this for us? So it's also where you find the technology as well. And having it around here, yes, there is, but it's pretty much expensive. And for us to say we are actually, you know, very exposed to technology would not be very true because of the cost of it.
Okay.
So if it's too expensive, then it's definitely out of our reach. And coming to probably the blockchain. The blockchain is something new. I'm also pretty interested in it. I've been observing it from a distance, but it's something that I think if I fully understood, I would probably jump on it.
Mm.
But for now, I think we're still observing. But I hope it won't be too late before it really takes off. But I think it's actually working in different parts of the world.
Mm.
And even if it's still a bit shaky, I think it's the future.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think it is the future.
So you've traveled through a lot of parts in Zambia. What makes Zambezi unique? What would you say are the unique factors of Zambezi? Why should people go there?
Okay, well, firstly and foremost, Zambia actually, the name Zambia comes from the river Zambezi, and the actual area is Zambezi. So there's a lot of history to it, and probably it would be something that should be an icon for Zambia itself, because the district is actually named after the whole country, or is it the other way around? So I think it's something that is very special to this country, even if it has not been tapped into. I think if we do this right, it could be one of the best places Zambia would ever actually have, because of that history it has.
Another quick one. What makes Zambia a unique place to come and invest in? Why should people come to Zambia?
Well, Zambia is a growing economy, and I think where it's still growing and not fully established, new ideas could always work here. And what I mean by new ideas is if the right investors are brought on board to actually invest, I think whatever prototype projects or inventions that they would actually want to come and try and set up, this is the best place to actually do that, because we have so much land, we have so much water resource, there's minerals in abundance, and if you're talking about the mineral wealth that actually drives economies, it's especially copper, and we've got cobalt that's been discovered, we've got the coltan that is actually being used for the batteries with these electric cars. We've got manganese as well, that is also being used for electric cars, and that's the next big thing. And so we have all this in abundance, and also our project area has recorded all that mineral wealth from the geological surveys that have been done. So I think Zambia has got the biggest potential, I think, in Africa so far.
Okay.
It just has to be tapped in the right way, and I think we could actually be a breadbasket.
Final question, Djazie. Where do we see you in the next 5 years?
Well, for Gnampah Investments, we are aiming at being property developers. And our niche or our target area is in the low-cost housing.
Okay.
Yes, because we've seen the gap, which is probably almost 70%
Wow.
of our housing deficit.
Those are big figures.
Yes, so I mean, there's enough money to be made for everyone that wants to go into it, but it's just how we actually tap into it. And also the cost of doing business in Zambia is pretty high, but I think as time goes by, we're going to find a technology that will actually bring us to a level where we could actually build a house that is actually cost effective to our local Zambian. And we're trying to have a situation that will actually house from your university graduate first house on a low cost basis to probably your highest paid civil servant.
Okay.
And so we're targeting Lusaka, we want to stretch out to the rural areas as well, and that's our vision, is actually to house as many millions as possible.
Nice one.
Yes.
I'm going to make sure I'm going to follow up on this with you.
Definitely.
I'm going to put your details in the link below,
Okay.
so that people can reach out to you and start helping or start buying into your process or your project in North Western Province. Amazing. Djazie, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Thank you.